has issued an alert to Nigerians as Cameroon releases water from its Lagdo Dam. The Director General and Chief Executive Officer of the Nigeria Hydrological Services Agency, Umar Mohammed, in a statement said the dam's regulated water releases will commence on the 17th of September. According to the statement, the water discharge is anticipated to progressively escalate over the next 7 days, based on the inflow from the upstream Garua River. The statement added that the dam operators have indicated that the planned water discharges will be gradual to avoid surpassing the conveyance capacity of the Benue River system and triggering substantial flooding downstream in Nigeria. The NIHS director is asking Nigerians to be calm, saying there is no cause for alarm as the overflow from the Lagdo Dam is projected to cease once there is a noticeable reduction in the flow into the Lagdo Dam reservoir. For more on this, the Deputy Director, Environmental Defenders Network, Alagoa Morris, joins me on the news. Good to have you join us, Mr. Morris. The federal government has now issued an alert, but is telling residents to be calm. There is no cause for alarm. What is your reaction to this warning coming at this time?
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. And I think the warning and the admonition for Nigerians to be calm from the Services Agency Director is a welcome development, because after the 2012 monster flood, there was this relationship the Nigerian counterpart had with Cameroon, urging that whenever they want to release water from the Lagdo Dam, Nigerian counterpart should be informed. And so we have been anticipating this kind of information, and it is good that it is coming at this time, though it would have come earlier. But his comment saying that the Nigerians should be calm is somehow reassuring. Down here in the Niger Delta, we, especially in Bayelsa, we have always looked at Kogi. We have always used Kogi as a benchmark. Once Kogi is overwhelmed, we know that the next point of call will be Onitsha. And it takes about 3 weeks from Onitsha to hit Bayelsa State. So when it gets to Kogi and Kogi is already overwhelmed, we know that it will take over a month to get to Bayelsa. And that will be enough time for us to prepare here, even though in terms of preparation, it's like we are not doing anything at the end of the day. However, I am happy that here in Bayelsa, a flood and erosion directorate has been established. So I believe that directorate is going about their function to ensure that the people, residents of Bayelsa, are adequately informed and also preparations made to ensure that people get to higher grounds and make other arrangements to avoid the type of colossal losses that we suffered in 2022 and between 2022 and 2012. We suffered quite a lot. And I think one of those things that will make us to be happy is when this release of water is regulated to the point that it will not be overwhelming to any of the states online.
I hear you, Mr. Morris. So it means that, bottom line, people should still get ready to move to higher ground, because the assurance to be calm sounds like people can remain where they are while this is sorted out.
Well, they say the warning that a layman, physically challenged person has, once you have the information in time, you can escape that danger. So the warning is enough for the wise. It doesn't mean that we should relax, but knowing that these monster floods have wreaked havoc before, and you've heard that it is coming, that water has been released, everybody will be admonished to make some kind of preparation. Even though flood is not strange to this part of the country, the Niger Delta especially is always experiencing flood annually, but not that magnitude as we experienced in 2012 and up to 2022. We used to have normal flooding every year.
But what preventive measures can actually be taken to help these communities?
Yes, here, while we are thinking about shoreline protection and sand filling of communities, and then to ensure that virgin areas of certain communities are sand filled enough for future buildings, for people to relocate, to get higher grounds, we are also hoping that the federal government should go back to the Hausa Dashi Dam as admonished by the Senate. I'm happy that the Senate has urged President Tinubu to go back to the drawing board to ensure that the Hausa Dashi Dam is completed, because that dam was supposed to serve as a shock absorber to absorb water released from the Lagdo Dam, which we had already gone over 85% completion before it was abandoned. So that is one shore area, and experts, they should consult experts to ensure that these experts provide solution on how to prevent, not to react. We should not be reactive. We should be acting proactively to ensure that Nigerians no longer, we don't lose lives and property over and over again. This is not hurricane or those type of things that happen in the U.S. This is a regular flood every year, and we should be able to look for solutions.
All right,
that is something that I want to suggest.
All right, Mr. Morris, the Deputy Director, Environmental Defenders Network, Alagoa. Morris, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 1.